What I have here are two little carrots that I made with jelly beans. It's a cello. It's something that you would use to wrap a basket up, and I just made little triangles with it, the same size as a small piece of parchment paper that you'd use to make a cone. And you make a very narrow cone, and I'll show you how to do that. And then I use a piece of tape just to make sure it doesn't slip. And then I fill it with jelly beans, and I wrap it with a little curly ribbon, and it looks like a carrot. So you can put these in your Easter baskets. So we'll get started now. I am going to take a piece of cello. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a small triangle. Okay, just a small triangle. It's about 7 inches, and that's about 12 inches. And I made a little cone, and I don't know if you can see that either. Okay, but I'm going to show you how I did it. I have a little piece of tape just waiting for me to tape this to make the cone so it stays. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but you want to take the this is the very long side, okay, and the point comes down at the bottom. And I'm going to curve, I'm going to take one corner of the long corners and bring it into the short corner. And I'm going to make it very, very tight. But also make sure that you have a point on the end of your bag, okay? Alright, bring it so that there's a point there. And now just bring this other side. Don't worry about it coming all the way around because you're going to tape it. You just want to make sure that there's a point at the bottom, okay, so the jelly beans don't come out. Alright? You take your tape and you're just going to tape it right where that came around, and you're going to have a little cone. That's going to be the carrot. Now you're going to take your jelly beans. I have a little bowl of jelly beans here, and you're going to just dump them in. You can actually use as many as you want depending how big you want your carrot to be. See, now this point isn't completely closed down here. This point is a little teeny bit better, but still the jelly bean was big enough it didn't go in. Okay, you want to make sure that your bag isn't too full so you can tie it. Okay, make it look like the carrot. Okay, so now I have green ribbon. This is curly ribbon. And I'm just going to make a bow. This little fun. You know what? A raffia actually works really well for this, but I didn't have any raffia, so I'm using curly ribbon, which is really very pretty. It's actually more for a young person, and it kind of looks like there's grass on it. Okay, it doesn't have to be real tight, but there's your carrot. So as long as your tip isn't so big that the jelly bean's going to fall, it's fine, because you're just going to put it into your basket. Okay, so this point is a little bit smaller, so I'll put the rest of the jelly beans in here. Yep. I actually have a few too many jelly beans there. This is a curly ribbon that I use right here. Has my little label there. It says Marjorie's Candies. I don't know if you can see that, but you have labels stuck everywhere. Okay, so then you just kind of squish the top together. Okay. And then tie your bow with your curly ribbon. It's a little tricky, but once you get the hang of it, okay. And you can curl your ribbon with the end of a scissor if you like. I sometimes just make a bow. It's kind of loopy. And so if you have 2 people in the family, you're making 2 baskets, now you've got 2 carrots. Okay, you can put them in there with your chocolate bunnies. Thank you for joining us, and I'll see you again soon.